Pete, you can do it. Climbing the rope. Come on, Pete. He gets all the way to the top. Bing! That was the sound. He rung the bell. Then he did the worst thing you could imagine. He looked down and he went, and froze. And for the longest time, everybody just standing there staring at him. And finally the gym teacher went, Pete, come down here. Come on, come down. And Pete went, I mean, he is glued to that rope. So the gym teacher, he knows we're best friends. He goes, McDaniel, get him down. Walked over to the rope and Pete is froze. I said, dude, listen. Loosen your grip. Just opposite of how you went up there, come down. Hand under hand. It's easy, man. You can do it. He's like any teenager, though. He only listened to part of it. He loosened his grip. 600 miles an hour down a horsehair rope. Most coarse substance known to man. There are sparks coming off of his hands. There is smoke barreling out of his thighs. Now, I want to tell you something. We didn't have a fancy school, not a good school like this. Our school was in a poor district. I mean, our school was so rough, when you got your picture taken for the school photo, they made you hold a number and then do a side view. That's how bad it was. But my school cared about kids. We didn't have money to put mats down, so they did the best thing they could. They tied a knot at the end of that rope, the size of a Buick. So here come Pete, 600 miles an hour. Dude, things are tough, man. Of all the things that we do, man, I'm starting to learn a lot more about myself as I'm getting older. My wife and I were empty nesters. We got kids. Any empty nesters in here? By applause and great joy. My wife and I were empty nesters. Our son is in Iraq. Our daughter is in Korea. Her husband is stationed in Korea. Empty nesters, and ours are gone. If you're an empty nester, it comes with mixed emotions. Happiness and joy. They're gone. We got money. Told my wife the other day, I was like, man, this is awesome. Kids are gone. They're doing their thing. We're doing ours. My wife does our budget. And she goes, honey, I think we got enough money. We can get a second car. I'm like, really? That's awesome. I said, honey, will you sacrifice so much so we could do this mission to make people laugh? You pick the car you want. Whatever you want, you can have it. Really? Let's get anything you want. Guess what she wants? A Mazda Miata. Have you seen those? Yeah. Miata is French for fat guy won't fit, okay? Had to go test drive it though. I told her I would, and I was honest to my word. I went. I got in the passenger seat of this car. I looked like a pregnant frog. Okay? I'm doubled up like, it was hurting. We get back and here comes this salesman. Oh, he's so happy. He's for sure he's got a sale because he knows how much Ginger liked this car. He comes up, well, what'd you think about the car? I said, if I'm going to pay that much money, Miata be able to fit in it. Come on. Now, I know I'm big. I know I'm supposed to lose some weight too. My doctor said, you lose a little weight? Well, Jesus loves me like this. Well, the bad thing was my wife heard that statement too. So now I have to exercise. And I said, okay, doc, if you think I should exercise, what do you recommend? Do something where you won't hurt yourself, something low impact. I don't know, maybe like a rollerblade or get a treadmill, something like that. It's like, okay, if those are my options, treadmill, rollerblade, I'm going to do both of them at the same time. So this is how I work out. My wife says, well, if he said we could get a treadmill, maybe we should buy a treadmill. So we go to Walmart, look for a treadmill. Did you know treadmills have weight limits? They do! If you think I'm kidding, the next time you're in Wally World, go back to sporting goods, look at it. Maximum weight, 300 pounds. What good's that for me? I am obviously 301. What good would a treadmill do me if it's got a weight limit? What am I going to do, stand on it and go? Don't do me no good. It's kind of like what I tell people if you're trying to be a Christian and you don't know Jesus. You want to go to church for all the reasons except falling in love with God. Don't make no sense sometimes. Let me show you something. I need just a couple of seconds here to grab something. I am not a real difficult guy, and I am not a theologian or a throat lozenge or whatever they call themselves. Just a comedian. And religion to me put Jesus on the cross. It's relationship that takes him down. And for me, this would be how I would explain Christianity in a nutshell. I have a glass of water. This glass of water represents my life, my world, whatever I want to do with it. I got a little bottle. I don't know if your camera can zoom in on this letter on here real good or not, but that's a good looking guy up there. Woo-hoo. Glad you got a wide lens. It's a little letter I. Me, myself, and I represents my world. I am in control. When I take charge of my world, something happens. It starts to get dark and murky and black, and as sin is seen for what it is. It will wreck and destroy your life. The more I agitate this, the darker it's going to get. So let me agitate it. You're ugly and your mother doesn't love you. Oh, it's agitated now.